Back to that breaking news tonight. A man has been taken to hospital with serious injuries after multiple people have been stabbed on a train in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire, of course. And we've got some new footage to show you that we believe is from the scene. The latest, of course, is going to come from our security and home editor, Mark White. Mark, bring us up to speed, please, on this breaking story.
Yeah, well, let's Alex take a look at that video just received by GB News from a user on TikTok on scene as this incident was unfolding. You can see emergency services arriving there, huge emergency service response, and then looking down on the platform itself at Huntingdon Station and that LNER train in at the platform there with, as I say, a very significant emergency service response, not just the police, but lots of ambulances, paramedics there because of the fact that there are multiple people injured, and armed police, you can see very clearly they're running up the platform further down the train to the carriages that are further down the train from which we assume is the front end of the train that is visible there. What we are told by British Transport Police, who put out a statement a short time ago, is that this incident unfolded about 20 to 8 this evening. They confirmed that 2 people have been arrested. Cambridgeshire Constabulary, who are assisting BTP, obviously, as it's happening on the transport network. British Transport Police takes primacy for this, but Cambridgeshire Police are in their very significant numbers. Their armed response units assisting here as well. They have said that multiple people have been taken to hospital after this stabbing incident. So they're the latest video coming in, very dramatic scenes of many emergency services on the scene dealing with this incident. The services through Huntingdon are suspended at the moment, and the main line services, LNER, Thameslink, telling customers to check before travelling tonight.
GB News Home security editor there, Mark White. Thank you for bringing the latest to us. We will stay tuned, of course.
We're living in a time of what feels like pretty significant social change, and it makes us question things that we've even taken for granted for decades. And one of those at the moment that people are wondering about is actually money. Is the money in your bank account safe? Should you be investing elsewhere? Are we looking at a potential global crash? What will it mean for your savings? Is there a way that you could be using your money that might be outside of government control even? Well, TallyMoney is potentially one solution. So I'm delighted to say that I'm joined today by the CEO and founder of TallyMoney, Cameron Parry. What is TallyMoney?
Well, at TallyMoney, you basically get gold you can spend. So we give people an individual account in their name, everyday account. They get a sort code, an account number. They use that account just like they would pounds from their bank, but it's milligrams of gold that we brand as Tally.
Okay. Why would you do that, though? What is the benefit to the customer instead of just having a normal pound sterling account?
Gold's performance against the pound is above 11% per annum over the last 25 years on average. But we still need money in our daily lives, and we have savings. We know that it's good common sense and prudent to save up for things, not just live in credit. You know, whether it's a holiday or a rainy day, your retirement planning, you need to have money in your life, basically, that you can rely on, that's dependable, that nobody meddles with, that nobody can weaponize against you, which is another element of government control when it's the government currency, which we could talk about another time. And it should be pretty simple and straightforward, and that's what we deliver at Tally. And really, we just want people to feel safe and happy with their money. There was a time when the bigger your bank balance, the more confident you felt. Now it's like, I need to do something with it. I can't leave it there. In Tally, you can.
Okay, brilliant. Cameron Parry from TallyMoney. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bev.
To the show, straight to that breaking news tonight. Multiple people have been stabbed on a train in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire. And here to give us the latest on that is our Home and Security editor, Mark White. Mark, what is going on?
Well, we're still trying to get all the facts together on this. It was an incident that unfolded around about 6 o'clock this evening, we're told, on a train in which multiple people, and no firmer number than that, has been put on it. Just that as the description coming from British Transport Police, saying that multiple people have been stabbed. The train pulled into Huntingdon Station in Cambridgeshire. It is a multi-agency response, as you would imagine. British Transport Police, of course, has primacy for the rail network, but they are being assisted by the local force concerned, which is Cambridgeshire Constabulary. We also have, understandably, with multiple stab wound victims, the ambulance service in attendance as well. What the police have said, British Transport Police, and as I say, it's very sort of scant details so far. They say that we are currently responding to an incident on a train to Huntingdon where multiple people have been stabbed. Officers are in attendance along with Cambridgeshire cops, and 2 people have been arrested. In terms of where we are, clearly we are in the very early stages of reporting this, so we don't know at this stage what this incident relates to. Of course, everybody, anytime they hear about multiple victims, and especially on a transport network, immediately thinks about terrorism. The police have not said anything to either confirm that it might be terrorism or to dissuade us from going down that path as yet. But the fact that they're saying 2 people have been arrested might mean that at least in terms of the wider threat, there may not be a wider threat. We, as I say, are awaiting further details from British Transport Police, because obviously if there are still suspects or a suspect at large, then that is clearly it's a worrying incident anyway, but it's much more worrying if you don't have all of the suspects accounted for. So British Transport Police, Cambridgeshire Constabulary will know that there is a public appetite to at least get a reassurance that the immediate threat is over, and of course either a confirmation or otherwise of what the motive for what was a multiple stabbing attack on this train in Cambridgeshire, which stopped at Huntingdon Station.
GB News Home and Security editor Mark White. Well, thank you very much for bringing us the latest on that. We will stay tuned and keep you posted at home as and when we know more about that developing, very sad story.